Matrimony, watching Hornbill TV's Prime Time. President Draupadi Murmu arrived in Imphal on Thursday for a two-day visit to Manipur. She received a ceremonial guard of honor at the airport before departing for Lok Bhavan. This is her first visit to the northeastern state after becoming the President of India. Her trip comes around 3 months after Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited the state on September 13 for the first time since ethnic violence erupted in May 2023. Security has been beefed up across Manipur as militant organizations have called for a shutdown against the president's visit. Murmu visited the historic Imphal polo ground Mapal Kangjaipang for a match. She was due to attend a Manipur government reception and lay foundation stones and inaugurate developmental projects. On Friday, she will pay tribute to Manipur's women freedom fighters and travel to Senapati district, where she is settled to address a public gathering and launch developmental initiatives. The arrival of the President of India in Manipur today triggered renewed outrage and constitutional questions from internally displaced persons, IDPs and civil society groups, even as thousands participated in a mass rally at Lampoi Kongnam, Imphal West, demanding immediate action on resettlement. Addressing the rally, Kokomi spokesperson Atoba said the President's visit carries deep significance for a state where fundamental rights remain suspended for lakhs of citizens. The rally coincided with the submission of a memorandum of reminder to the Governor and Chief Secretary, highlighting that only 21 days remain before the government's own December deadline for completing IDP resettlement. The memorandum recalled the state's assurance of 3rd of July 2025, noting that despite the passage of 11 days since the government's latest reiteration, no concrete plans or progress has been communicated to displaced families. It warned that ongoing highway restrictions, checkpoints and unresolved security corridors have effectively curbed the fundamental rights to free movement, deepening the humanitarian crisis. Amid rising public frustration, October announced a major escalation of Kokomi's agitation. The protest rally concluded with fresh calls for the governor, state government and the visiting president to uphold constitutional guarantees and ensure dignified resettlement of all displaced families within the promised December deadline.
A very significant day because the President of India has just arrived in the state, in the trouble-torn state of Manipur. And as we all know that our IDPs are languishing under a very deplorable condition in relief camps for over 2.5 years. And with the arrival of the President, Honorable President of India, she being the head of the Constitution, she being the head of the state to guarantee the fundamental rights to each and every single citizen of the country, we demand during his stay in the state of Manipur, we want to ask some questions that is it really that the Constitution of India prevails in the state of Manipur? Whether the fundamental rights of the citizen of the state as well as the IDPs have been guaranteed? Can she reassures to all the citizens of the state that the constitutional guarantees as a bona fide citizen of the country, our right to home, our right to return to home, our right to life and properties, our right to free movement, all these fundamental rights which have been suspended for over 2.5 years in the name of this crisis, during her arrival in the state of Manipur, whether she will be able to guarantee to us that all this violation or the suspension of the constitutional obligations as well as the fundamental rights of the people of Manipur shall be restored, shall be returned back. Will we be able to live with our fundamental rights with dignity? These are the pressing questions to the visiting Honorable President of India. And starting today, we are going to take our relay sit-in protest to the next level. From today onwards, we are going to start spending nights with our unfortunate IDPs who have been languishing in a very deplorable condition in several relief camps in the state. And our team of Kokomi, including our women leaders, will be spending night to experience the hardship the pain and the sufferings they have been going through, and all this hardship and pain and sufferings shall be conveyed to the people of the state, that we should join the IDP in the relief camp, and we should press the current administration to fulfill their promise which they have assured to the people of Manipur. And today marks the beginning of our second phase of agitation above this relay sit-in protest, that we will start spending nights at relief camps.
There were any chances of meeting the president?
No, till that we haven't have any program to meet with her.
So is there any plan to submit a memorandum regarding this issue?
Not to the president, but we have already submitted our reminder representation to the Honorable Governor as well as Chief Secretary as our daily rituals.
Truce between Thailand and Cambodia remained in tatters as the conflict entered its fourth day on Thursday, with both sides accusing one another of violating international law as they await a promised phone call from the US President Donald Trump. In one such attack, Cambodia accused Thai soldiers of violating international humanitarian law by firing on civilians in Prie Chang village in Manche province. Clashes took place on Wednesday at more than a dozen locations along the contested colonial area, demarcated 817 kilometers (508-mile) Thai-Cambodian border, with some of the most intense fighting being reported since a 5-day battle in July, which saw dozens killed on both sides. UNESCO has expressed strong concern over the renewed tensions between Cambodia and Thailand, including in the vicinity of Phra Vihar Temple, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. In a statement, the organization has called for urgent protection of the region's cultural heritage in all its forms. UNESCO said it stands ready to provide technical assistance to safeguard cultural property and implement emergency protection measures as soon as conditions allow. Representatives of the Gen Z People Movement and the interim government of Nepal on Wednesday evening signed a 10-point agreement amid a rising rift within the group. The agreement was sealed at the Prime Minister's office between the Gen Z Movement Alliance, the Council of Gen Z led by Sudan Gurung, the Gen Z Front led by Raksha Bom and other splinter groups. However, the deepening rift within the Gen Z group surfaced during the meeting, with members objecting to rationality of the agreement, which was made in the absence of the president. One of the opposing Gen Z groups also tore a draft of the agreement that was floated to them, protesting against the deal after it was signed. The agreement includes that individuals who lost their lives during the Gen Z protests on September 8 and 9 will be declared martyrs, and their families will receive relief and support. We'll take a short break. Keep watching.
On the rise, so lay out the डबल इंजन का ये मिशन महान 2047 तक हम न रुकेंगे 6 ट्रिलियन का ड्रीम पूरा करेंगे मथुरा की गलियों में गूंजे है राधा अयोध्या में दूर हुई मंदिर की बाधा काशी प्रयागराज की गोल्डन चमक यूपी सरकार की गूंजे धमक सड़कों पर फर्राटा फिक्रलेस बिल्कुल बिंदास एक्सप्रेस वे पर साए साए पूरा विश्वास विकसित यूपी की बढ़ गई प्यास 2047 का ये विजन बहुत खास माफिया का दी एंड फियर गॉन योगी राज में लॉ एंड ऑर्डर हुआ स्ट्रॉन्ग बेखौफ घूमे जनता गुंडों पर मार नया यूपी तोड़ रहा पुरानी दीवार यूपी ऑन द राइज सुन ले आसमां डबल इंजन का ये मिशन महान 2047 तक हम न रुकेंगे 6 ट्रिलियन का ड्रीम पूरा करेंगे
Welcome back. Goa police on Thursday produced accused Ajay Gupta, one of the partners of the Burke bar Romeo Lane, before the Judicial Magistrate First Class JMFC Court in Mapusa in connection with the Goa nightclub fire tragedy. The court has remanded him to 7 days of police custody for further investigation. Earlier today, Gupta was produced in a Goa court by police on Thursday. Gupta, one of the 4 owners of the Burke by Romeo Lane nightclub, was arrested from Delhi by the Goa police and following a 36-hour transit remand by Delhi Circuit's court on Wednesday, was brought to Goa to face legal proceedings in the ongoing investigation. Meanwhile, the Goa police is strengthening its case to secure the deportation of owners of Burke in Abrora, the scene of a devastating fire on December 6. The Luthra brothers are currently in detention at an immigration center in Phuket, Thailand. They had fled to Thai holiday resort town on the morning after the deadly fire. Their detention was secured on basis of a blue corner notice request that was secured earlier. Union Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal on Thursday, while speaking at the inauguration of the new Enterprises and Service Tower in Mumbai, stated that the electricity tariffs that have been significantly reduced will give benefit of Rs 11 to 12 crore. He said that he has suggested using every single provision to ensure that contractors and architects responsible for delays at work are penalized, as the centre wants to set a benchmark of having no delays in work. The Union Minister also stated that corruption is a two-way process. If someone is taking a bribe, there is someone encouraging it. One has to be vocal about it rather than remain quiet if they want a corruption-free system.
Very happy that you have been able to get the electricity tariff significantly reduced, so that gives you a tariff benefit, I believe, of 11-12 crores a year. Actually, if you see the rates outside, between the rates in the open market and seems today, there's a saving of 40 crores for unit holders and seems. And I don't think that is small for the size of operations that we are seeing. Similarly, they're making efforts on, they've reduced the rate of water also, I am told. There's some administrative reform work towards paperless office. All of this is truly creditworthy, and congratulations to the entire team of officials, stakeholders who have been involved in this. Thank you for the good work. I was very happy to see NES 2, albeit a little late. It was expected long back. And this should not be tolerated, Mr. Patil. Use every single provision to make sure that contractors are penalized, any architect or PMC responsible is penalized, so that we set a benchmark for the future that this is not how the Modi government works. No delay. Just by welcoming me with a very large bouquet of flowers, you don't get a waiver of penalty. But I would like to, if with your kind permission, for the best interest of all of us in this room, focus on how we could do our job significantly better. And while I was reading these papers, I made some notes. I'll just stick to my notes, and I want to particularly urge, I see a lot of youngsters in the room. I want to urge all these young girls over there, all the young men I can see in the room, reflect on what I'm going to say. And I'll start with a big disappointment I had when one of our officials was found to be corrupt and has been suspended and appropriate action has been taken. Now, I have been coming to SEEPs for I don't know how many times, maybe 40, 50 times at least. I've personally been involved in the planning and creating Nest 1, Nest 2, this building, the mega CFC. Not a single visit did any of you think it proper to tell me that there is an irregularity going on in SEEPs. ताली दो हाथ से बजती है. आप देते हो तभी कोई बिगड़ता है. And I want you to reflect on this. Were you all finding it beneficial? Were you scared? And if you are scared, I am really disappointed. That is not what is expected of all of you. Why was this issue not flagged off by industry? Are there any more irregularities that are going on? And if they are, don't you think you need to raise a voice against it? Don't you think you need to highlight it? आप लोग चाहते हैं कि नहीं ईमानदार व्यवस्था से काम हो? Do you want that? Or are you complicit and you'd rather work with irregularities or take some extra benefit? Is that what the intention is? Then why did you tolerate for so long a non-transparent process for allotment of galas or plots or whatever? And for so many years? It really disappointed me very.
Once again, sir, thank you for giving us the building and getting rid of the warehouse.
We'll take another short break. Keep watching.
Sky Hospital News Bulletin.
Our daughter Kivitoli has a problem in her heart. There is a 2 hole, and due to financial problem, we could not able to go for the further treatment. Luckily, like we heard the news about the Sky Hospital coming to Dimapur, Nagaland Civil Hospital for the free treatment. If we could able to go to Delhi or any other places, we should have spent more than 5-6 lakhs. We came here at the Sky Hospital with free of cost. We are not paying even a single rupees to authority. Every operation and everything is cost free. And here I would like to give my message to especially to Northeast people. So I would like to prefer and reference to all the Northeast people to go to Sky Hospital, as they have experiences, doctors and nurses. Before we came to Sky Hospital, she couldn't able to walk properly, she couldn't able to breathe properly, she couldn't able to play with the friends and all. But after coming here, after surgery, now everything you can see here that like she's everything fine. She could able to breathe well. Everything is quite different. So I'm so thankful to God and as well thankful to the Sky Hospital.
Welcome back. Football icon Lionel Messi is set to arrive in India on December 13th for the much anticipated GOAT Tour 2025, a 3-day event spread across 4 major Indian cities: Kolkata, Hyderabad, Mumbai and New Delhi on December 13 to 15. Messi, who is travelling from Miami, is scheduled to land in Kolkata at around 1:30 a.m. He will have an extensive lineup of engagements in the city throughout the day, beginning with meetings at 9:30 a.m., the World Cup winning captain is expected to attend multiple interactions and events before departing for Hyderabad at 2 p.m. During his visit to Kolkata, Messi is also scheduled to meet former Indian cricket captain Sourav Ganguly and West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. In Hyderabad, Messi's itinerary includes a highly anticipated 7v7 exhibition football match at the Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium. Telangana Chief Minister Revnath Reddy is expected to join him for the event. The evening will culminate in a musical extravaganza celebrating Messi's illustrious career. The Itanagar police arrested two people named Nazir Ahmad Malik and Sabir Ahmad Mir hailing from Jammu and Kashmir's Kupwara for allegedly spying for Pakistani handlers on November 21st. Nazir was arrested from Ganga village, and after receiving information from him, the police arrested Mir for Abutani colony. The two travelled through the state posing as clothes sellers. Sources revealed that the duo had been sharing vital information about army movements and installations in Arunachal Pradesh with their Pakistani handlers through a telegram channel. The two often visited Arunachal over the years and traveled across places like Kipito, Anini and Tezu, where they allegedly gathered sensitive information for their handlers. During the investigation, Nazir told the police that he was recruited for spying by Mir in exchange for money. The police had also found the devices linked to a channel named Al-Qasa, which eyes to gather intelligence that could compromise military security. The police registered a case under the UAPA Act. That's all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, you.